Hi there. It has been so long. It has been so long. I apologize for the wait. I'm sure many of you were there just with bated breath. Let me fix you. We have moved, and so we're in a new home, and it's actually an ancient home that we're fixing up, and it is actually taking quite a bit of everything. So I'm here to do a live Light on the Path book study, revisiting some things that I've experienced during the move to this ancient home and all of the financial and emotional and mental issues that kind of go along, and how you can apply Theosophy to any particular situation in your life. Theos meaning gods, Sophia meaning wisdom, the wisdom of the gods. So we were going to go ahead and finish this text, but I really wanted to go back and visit a certain section because I found it to be applicable. Hang on one second. I don't see that I'm live on this channel, so I'm actually going to go look and refresh my page to see if we are there, because I did a test earlier. One person is here. Hi there. Oh my gosh. Are we really like that? Are we there? Hang on. There we are. We're there. Welcome. Okay. I think I can type to you. Let me click on that. Stand by. I think I can type to you. Shush your face. Okay. Hello. Hang on.
What? You have one more to do?
Yeah, I'm doing it right now, honey. We are live.
Okay, I'm fair this, and that will be about half an hour or so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Husband is talking. Did you hear husband? Hello, there's two of you here. Let me say hello. Earth to Joe. Is that you, Joe? Are you over here? What are you doing? I think that's wonderful that you're over here, that you actually followed this channel. Hang on. Hello, Joe. I'll say XX. Okay. I gave 2 kisses. There you go. Hey, I think that is Earth to Joe. Okay. Anyway, I don't know if this is going to be your thing, and it's not everybody's thing, but it is my thing, and I do believe that there is much to be learned in these teachings of Theosophy. So welcome to the rewatchers. If you'd like to find out more and get your own copy, you can get a free EDF. I've got obviously energy and gas and electric, all the stuff that goes on with redoing a house. We're renovating, we're restoring. Anyway, not EDF, a PDF. If you want to get a free download book, you can click, and I believe the link is over here. Just click that. That'll take you to the website, which is the Living Theosophy website. And what we're going to talk about today is on being human, and that everything in life is a test. Now, you're welcome to make comments. I will see if I can comment back to you. I always try to respond to everyone. Remember that these teachings, I'm simply a former radio and television broadcaster. I voice these teachings because they have, hang on one second, they have completely changed my life. There's 2 of you here. Welcome to the second person. I don't see who you are, but I know that you're here, and it is important to me that you're here. Thank you. It matters. We're just going to be talking for a few minutes tonight. This is the Secret Doctrine. This is a text that I believe could be considered a textbook for humanity. There's a lot of science in here. There's a ton of philosophy. There's a ton of theology, if you want to call it that. But if you want to start somewhere, why not start somewhere a little bit lighter? And in this text, on Light on the Path, called Light on the Path, I'm doing something a little bit different. I wanted to actually go back to the first section to number 18. So if you have a copy with you, you're welcome to go ahead and pick it up. If not, I shall read it for you. Talking about, I was just doing a Periscope and inviting folks over here, talking about when life throws you challenges, and we are here in the physical, the sensual world. Now, sensual world doesn't just mean sensual. It means the senses, which are sight, sound, taste, touch, and smell. We are here in the physical body, in the physical world, to overcome ourselves and learn and to grow and evolve. That's what we're doing here. And I found that in taking on this house, that I thought it would be super easy. It says, did you write the book? No, I did not write the book. I republished it. I have voiced it. It is available for free here on this channel if you want to listen to it in audio form. If you'd like to get a copy of it, you're welcome to. This is written down. I want to say channeled, but that turns a lot of people off. I'm very sorry about that. Who just popped up there? Hi there. Welcome. Welcome. I see you there. This was written down by a woman named Mabel Collins. And I say written down because she wrote it down. She did not come up with the teachings in this book. This little book is a true jewel. It belongs to and emanates from the same school of Indo-Aryan and Buddhist thought and learning as the teachings in the secret doctrine. Okay, so to many, this little book will be the first revelation to which they have been all their lives been blindly seeking. To many, it will be the first bit of spiritual bread given to satisfy the hunger of the soul. To many, it will be the first cup of water from the spring of life given to quench the thirst which has consumed them. Those for whom this book is intended will recognize its message. You will recognize its message, and you will never be the same as before it came to you. That intro was written down by a man named Yogi Rama Sharaka, which is actually a pen name of William Walker Atkinson. And we'll talk more about that another time. I just want to get to this because this was what was on my mind, and I thought I would share that with you. Thank you for the thumbs up, by the way. I appreciate that. And I believe this is my left. So over here, there should be a little picture here. You'll see Katumi. Click that, and that will take you to the website. So, seek the way by retreating within. This is somewhat paradoxical. To some, this won't make any sense. It'll just sound like a really fancy metaphysical poem, and that's okay. Seek the way by advancing boldly without. Seek it not by any one road. To each temperament there is one road which seems the most desirable. But the way is not found by devotion alone. Okay? By religious contemplation, alone. By ardent progress, by self-sacrificing labor, by studious observation of life. None of these can take the disciple more than one step onward. All steps are necessary to make up the ladder. The vices, which are the wrongdoings of men. We were talking about the 7 deadly sins, the living in the sensual world. So let's go with, it was greed, selfishness, gluttony, pride, envy, lust, sloth. What am I missing? There's a few of them. Oh, I know I'm missing pride. Wrath, anger, anyway. Those are the vices. The vices of men become steps in the ladder, one by one as they are surmounted and overcome. The virtues, the goodness of man, are steps indeed necessary, not by any means to be dispensed with. So the virtues, what are the virtues? Patience, kindness, love, unconditional, compassion, empathy. You know, all those good things. They're there too. You are human, you have both within you. Yet, though they create a fair atmosphere, they, being the virtues, and a happy future, they are useless if they stand alone. You cannot have dark without light. You cannot have light without dark. You cannot have night without day. You cannot have up without down. The whole nature of man must be used wisely by the one who desires to enter the way. Each man is to himself absolutely the way, the truth, and the life. But he is only so when he grasps his whole individuality firmly and by the force of his awakened spiritual will recognizes this individuality as not himself, but that thing which was, it is not himself, but that thing which he has with pain created for his own use. Okay, you can follow along if you get the PDF. It's a completely free ebook. And by means of which he purposes, as his growth slowly develops his intelligence, to reach to the life beyond individuality. Pain is the usher of wisdom if we allow it to be. Rarely has growth ever taken place without pain. Psychological, sometimes physical, even physical birth. Pain is the usher of wisdom. That's important. Okay. When he knows that for this, his wonderful, complex, separated life exists, then indeed and then only he is upon the way. Seek it by plunging into the mysterious and glorious depths of your own innermost being. So explore yourself. You are human. Look inside you. That's where the answers are. They're not going to be in a church. They're not in a library. They're not in a book. They're not on a YouTube channel. They're inside you. The answers are inside you. Recognize that every experience in life is a test and utilize it, okay? Everything that takes place in your life is a test. Use the senses in order to understand the growth and the meaning of individuality and the beauty and obscurity of those other divine fragments which are struggling side by side with you and form the race to which you belong. Now, race does not mean ethnicity. Race means this wave of humanity that is currently upon the planet. That's what that race means. So all of us are trying to figure that out. So where do we look for the answers? Inside ourselves. Okay. Seek the way by the study of the laws of being, how you act, how you respond, what you think about. Okay? The laws of nature, the laws of the supernatural, and seek it by making the profound obeisance of the soul to the dim star that burns within. Steadily, as you grow and watch and worship, its light will grow stronger. And then you may know that you have found the beginning of the way. And when you have found the end, its light will suddenly become the infinite light. Now there's a footnote here that I read as the theosophical short that will accompany this video. This is really important. And this is something that I'm 53 next month. I thought that I had a lot down pat. I really did. And I was a little bit, I would have to say, what's the word? I'd have to say I was a little bit, not cocky, but I was more self-assured than I probably should have been, because this is from Rabbi Tzvi Freeman, and he is a Kabbalist. It's the Kabbalah. He talks about that we're all come in with a built-in spiritual fitness trainer, and this trainer's job is to gauge our spiritual capacity at every step and adjust our program accordingly. Just when things start getting too easy, this interior trainer will up the friction on the standing bicycle or add more weights to the pulley lift. This innate personal trainer has many titles. It is crucial to know at least some of those titles, because if you don't know the identity of this trainer, you might have the idea that you are failing when actually you're really making great progress. And I think that that's incredibly important to know. So I thought that everything was cool. Financially, emotionally, mentally, physically, all that. I had it all down pat. I was well on my way, but I didn't realize how very steep the learning curve gets, and you never stop learning. So recognize that all experience in life is a test. And remember that when I say this, I do not say yield to the seductions of the sense in order to know it. Before you have become an occultist, and if you're worried about the word occultist, it doesn't mean the dark arts only, okay? It has come to mean the dark arts. That's convenient for the church to say that. It means the unknown, the currently unknown, not known. The exoteric is the known. The esoteric is the not so known. So the occult is simply not known at this particular time or by the masses. Occult is not necessarily a bad word. It is not ominous. It's not synonymous with ominous. Okay. So before you become an occultist, meaning looking outside the box, you can do this, but not afterwards. When you have chosen and entered the path, you cannot yield to these seductions without shame, but you can experience them. You can experience them without horror. You can weigh them, you can observe them, you can test them, and wait with patience of confidence for the hour when they shall affect you no longer. This means all things will pass, okay? So when you fall, you're not always going to be on the floor. You're going to pick yourself up and dust yourself off, and you will have learned from not walking there again. You're not going to fall in that hole again, okay? But do not condemn the man that does yield. Do not condemn those around you who do fall. Stretch out your hand to them as a brother pilgrim whose feet have become heavy with mire. Remember, O disciple, that great though the gulf may be between the good man and the sinner, it is greater between the good man and the man who has attained knowledge. Okay? So if you think you're there, you got even further to go. And it is immeasurable between the good man and the one on the threshold of divinity. So, if you think you're getting comfortable, be prepared for nuclear bombs to come your way. And things will shake you up. They'll shake your soul. And just hold on tight and keep going. You must know that this is the way it's supposed to be. Everything is exactly how it's supposed to be. Therefore, be wary lest too soon you fancy yourself a thing apart from the mass. You're no different than everybody else. When you have found the beginning of the way, the star of your soul will show its light, and by that light you will perceive how great is the darkness in which it burns. Okay, so as you are learning and growing, you will see as your light illuminates how very, very, very much darkness there is. Okay, so you may feel really bright where you're at. Eternity is eternity, and forever is forever, and there is an endless, boundless existence. And so you're just you, and all you can do is control you, your thoughts, your actions, your reactions, and sometimes your environment and your emotions. Okay? So, mind, heart, brain are all obscure and dark until the first great battle has been won. And I know there's one person here. It's Lou. Hi, Lou. I love you. Lou, are you there? Oh, that's so nice to see you. I love you. Anyway, I think Lou might know what this means. The first great battle has been won. It's triumph of higher self over lower self. That's the first great battle. Be not appalled and terrified by the sight. Keep your eyes fixed on the small light and it will grow. But let the darkness within you, let this darkness within you, let your failures, let your fears, let your vices, let the darkness within you help you understand the helplessness of those who have seen no light, whose souls are in profound gloom. Blame them not, shrink not from them, but try to lift a little of the heavy karma of the world. Try to lift that karma. Give your aid to the few strong hands that hold back the powers of darkness from obtaining complete victory. Then do you enter into a partnership of joy. Then, when you add your wisdom and your growth to the betterment of the whole, then do you enter into a partnership of joy that brings terrible toil and profound sadness to you. But in the bigger picture, it is a great and ever-increasing delight. So, though it may be difficult, and it may be very painful for you, whatever it is that you're going through, as you learn and as you grow, pain is the usher of wisdom. Share your knowledge, apply these teachings, become this compassion, and do your part to help others that have not even seen the light yet. They haven't. There's a lot of people out there that don't have hope, that are living in fear, that are living in the vices, and don't believe in the virtues. They don't have hope for humanity, but I do. And that's why I'm here. So I'm sharing this with you here because I wanted to revisit this particular section. This move to this home. Oh, congrats on looking younger and prettier. Oh, bless your heart. I have gotten younger. There's something in this house. Oh, bless you, Lou. I love you. Thank you for being here. Something in this house. It is like I do feel physically younger, emotionally younger, mentally younger, in ways that I can't explain. It's really strange, but it's only been since we've been here at this house. So the house has an energy all its own. It's so good to see you too. Thank you for being here. This is my first broadcast from the standing room here in our new home. I have been off of the Living Theosophy YouTube channel because I have not had a setup or electricity or running water or windows. So thank you for your patience. If you enjoyed this, share these teachings. If you wish to get a copy of this book, it is available for free here on the YouTube channel. I read it for you. I read it for you in its entirety. You can also visit the Living Theosophy website. I believe it's over there. I could be pointing in the wrong direction because it's been a while. So the Living Theosophy YouTube channel, the Living Theosophy website has a bookstore, and you can get the audiobooks there. You can help support the channel if you wish by buying those audiobooks. They're very affordable, like £3 or something. And I also do book studies here on this channel. The Key to Theosophy will be our next one. Certainly agrees with, oh, bless you. Thank you. I don't know if it agrees with me or not. It's been very challenging. It has been very, very challenging. But nothing happens by accident. Nothing happens by accident. So whatever this energy is here in this house is certainly meant to be. And it is something that I find heavier than I thought. It's heavier than I thought. It's off topic. What are your tips for reading more? I would say audiobooks. Audiobooks really help me. I like to go on walks and I listen to audiobooks that way. Find something that really, 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 really ticks your box. And if you, Theosophy is what ticks my box. This is literally, these books have changed my life. The application of the teachings within them have changed my life. And they are literally compassion. And in the back of this one, The Voice of the Silence, it says, "Hast thou attuned thy being to humanity's great pain, O candidate for light?" Does that make any sense to you? Can you hear the suffering of all that are here on the planet? Do you want to do something about it? Do you wish to help? Yes, we need to work on climate change. Yes, we need to work on personal relationships between countries and counties and all of that. But have you felt the suffering of all beings? And if you have, you're in the right place, because I found these theosophical teachings to have answers that oh, bless you. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for being here. Please go to the website if you can and get these free ebooks so you can have them and study them every single time. Look at the size of this book. Look at it. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Is the Secret Doctrine. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for being here, sweetheart. Thank you. This little book, it's tiny, okay, belongs to and emanates from the same school of Indo-Aryan and Buddhist thought that are the teachings in the Secret Doctrine. Now, the Secret Doctrine turns a lot of people off because they try to read it with their brain instead of their heart. And it can be absorbed, it can be earned, it can be learned, but it can't be taught and it can't be bought. I think we just said that on Periscope, but anyway, right on the path. A revisit there. I will, it'll take me a little bit to go ahead and get the links up, but really quick, definitely visit the website. Look for Katumi's little picture over there and then click that and that'll take you to the website. That'll take you to the store. And I apologize for the lull in videos. I promise to be back up and running again regularly soon, broadcasting more on the live channels. On Living Theosophy on Periscope is more a peek into our lives, but here it is solely theosophical teachings. So you can start wherever you like. You can go all the way back and start at the beginning. This is how far we are in the key to Theosophy. We've come a long way. There's a lot to do, and I am behind. I think we're on lesson 27 or something like that. So it's time to get to work. I hooked up the printer today. That's good news. So I love you very much, and I must close this and go have dinner. And I can't tell you how much I appreciate you, because there are no words to describe it. I love you, and I'm grateful that you're here. I'll see you soon.